Hey everybody, gameguywoopwoop, and welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Brawl tutorials. This time I'm going to be going over probably one of the most interesting of the characters, Sonic the Hedgehog, who practically everybody's been anticipating in Brawl ever since it came out, which was long ago. Anyway, Sonic is, sum up in one word, unpredictable. He ranks 22nd on the tier list, a little higher than either one from Mario Brothers. Reason for this being is, well, as you probably guessed, he's the fastest character in the game. And when it comes to most of him, he's pretty fast. He's got fast rolls, pretty fast dodge, fast air dodge, and he has the 6th fastest airspeed in the game, which isn't half bad. Unfortunately, Sonic's moveset really can't accommodate his... Well, actually, his moveset does accommodate his speed. Unfortunately, he's not good when it comes to KO. So, before I get into that, let's just go over his moves. His jab, which is pretty quick, which is a given seeing that it's Sonic, it does propel him forward a slight bit, and I suppose it could trip up opponents suddenly. His side tilts. I do like this rodeo kick. It proves to be effective. I mean, it's not a killing move, but hey, it's got good potential. His up tilt, which actually has slight killing potential on the lighter characters in high percentages, believe it or not. But when I say light characters, I mean like Jigglypuff light. And his down tilt, most likely the most useless of his tilts. It has considerable startup time, and it has quite the ending lag. Not only that, it's quite an abysmal attack. Now into his smash attacks. His side smash, which is one of his killing moves, getting this to kill someone is... Well, I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not, unless they're like in the really high percentages. You're going to have a hard time killing people even with his side smash. They'd have to be like right at the edge of the stage at a really high percent. Okay. His down smash, which, well, actually, it's got fairly good knockback. It doesn't do much damage. It's got fairly good knockback, but that's only on the first hit of the attack. On the other hits of the attack, like when he comes back with the dash, it's not going to do much. And his up smash. It's very useful when coming out of Sonic's run. Unfortunately, hitting with all hits of the smash attack in the high percentages is not going to be easy to do, especially seeing how people could DI out of it. FYI, DI means directional influence, which is something that I will go over in a different video. Also, he has a fairly good dash attack against an up smash, also something that I'll be going over later. So yeah, finding uses for smash attacks. His smash attacks are one of his greatest assets. Although they're somewhat of abysmal, they're still one of his greatest assets. Now to his aerials. His neutral aerial, yeah, that's not going to be easy to hit people with. It doesn't do much damage. It doesn't have much knockback. I suppose you could find the use for it in edge guarding, but that's pretty much it. Even combined with the short hop, you could like barely nudge some. His back tilt, which is one of his killing moves, arguably his best killing move. And it's also good for edge guarding. If you can sweet spot them with the tip of his foot, then that's where you're going to get the most damage and knockback. His front area, forward aerial, I'm not going to say it has killing potential because it really doesn't, but if somebody's close to the side of the screen and they're at 100% damage, then it could have some killing potential. And it's good for keeping a combo going too. Let's see. His up tilt is awesome with his kind of moves. And if you combine that with his spring jump, especially the high percentages, it can be fairly easy to knock somebody out. But you're going to need some good precision with it. And his down area. A lot of people use this when they're coming down in order to increase his speed, which I will say this, it does increase his falling speed dramatically, but it's really not a good move to come in for an attack, because for one, it's obvious, two, it's easily punishable, he's pretty vulnerable after he lands, and you don't want to mistakenly do this off the edge of the stage. I mean, it is possible to recover, but you've got such a small margin to do it, and with somebody going to be trying to stop you on your way back up, yeah. But there are practical uses for this. Now for his special moves, which are really what makes Sonic shine. For one, his homing attack. Now, it may not seem like much, but trust me, his homing attack is definitely useful. It's good for catching people off guard when they're trying to come back. It's good for edge guarding. Not only that, with his homing attack, he is able to stay in the air indefinitely. Watch this. If you keep using his homing attack, then you can stay under Final Destination for an indefinite amount of time. Now, getting back up there isn't going to be easy. It's possible, but it's not easy. It's possible to get back up there. You have to utilize Sonic's wall jump. Yes, Sonic can wall jump. Should have mentioned that before. Now his spin dash is good. His spin dash is his side special. It may seem the same as his spin charge, which is his down special, which is one of Sonic's greatest assets, but he does a small hop with his spin dash. With his spin charge, he just goes straight. Not only that, with his spin dash, you hold down being able to charge up. With his spin charge, remember down special, you have to keep pressing being able to charge up. So yes, his spin dash and his spin charge. Yes. And now we'll go into his up special. Spring jump. Yes, the spring is able to hit people, in case you've never noticed. And this can actually be used as somewhat of a spike. If you hit somebody below you with the spring, then there's a possibility that you could spike them. It's not easy to do, and it's Sonic's only projectile in a way. And its usefulness is, yeah. But hey, it does give him good vertical recovery. I mean, even after using his down aerial, it's possible to recover using this, which is pretty impressive. Now on to Sonic's grabs, something I actually forgot to do for both of the Mario games. His throws actually. His forward throw, it's actually not bad. If you're quick, then you can start with a combo, and yeah. His down throw, I tend to use that a lot. I mean, it's not easy to set up a combo with it, seeing that they're sent to the ground afterwards, but it proves to be effective. His up throw, this is good for setting up combos as well. And his back throw. I like this a lot. For one, it looks cool. For one, it looks cool the way he just tosses them back like that. And two, it can prove to be effective. In the higher percentages on lighter characters, it does have killing potential. In a way, think of it as Well, no, I wouldn't say that. So now on to different techniques that you can do with Sonic. Now, Sonic is unique in the sense that, well, as you know, he doesn't have good killing moves, so he plays mind games. You see, mind games are basically tricking your opponent up. I might as well go into a term in this called dash dancing. Dash dancing is, well, basically this. Moving the control stick back and forth repeatedly to make it seem as if they're dancing while dashing. And with Sonic having the fastest dash speed in the game, he can utilize this to his advantage in order to trick up his opponents into what they'll do next. Also, if you haven't noticed, a lot of Sonic's moves look like his other moves. His neutral aerial bears somewhat of a resemblance to his spin dash and his spin charge. Matter of fact, his spin charge and spin dash look almost identical. So charging it up, you wouldn't know if your character's about to go into a hop or just go straight at you. Another technique Sonic utilizes is the spin shot. If you're holding down the spin dash and you press X, Y, or flip the C stick down, Sonic will hop up a short distance, which is very good for mind games. And it's a very good way to deal with people who tend to spam projectiles. So yes. Now, unfortunately, if you're going to go in for a grab, Sonic's grab is somewhat of abysmal. Also, if you don't know what the word abysmal means, since I've been using it a lot, abysmal means somewhat mediocre. In other words, bad. His grab range isn't all that good, and he has a lot of lag if you miss his grab. Also, leading into an attack for Sonic is not easy, like approaching, rather. If you miss with the grab, yeah, you really just have to be good with mind games in order to get a good approach to Sonic. Because his dash attack isn't all that good, as you can clearly see. I mean, it puts the opponent in the air, but there's too much lag afterwards for you to really get anywhere. Unless you're quick and they're up in the high percentages, then you could get some. So yeah, that's basically Sonic in a nutshell for you. He's fast, he's cunning, he can play some pretty good mind games with your opponent. Yeah, he's really tricky to use. That's what, well, I really can't give a definite explanation of it, because a lot of people have different playstyles with Sonic. Some people like to use his mind games, some people are just pure offensive, which actually works. Some people are defensive with him, and Sonic, well, he just has a lot of different matchups against other people. He's got some advantages over others, he's got some disadvantages, so it's really hard to say. It really all depends on your playstyle, how you like to play. Whether you're defensive, offensive, you like to play mind games, a mix of all of them, either way. If you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog and you like to play mind games with your friends and opponents, then Sonic is definitely the guy for you, because he'll get in your opponent's head. So, yep, I hope this definitely helped you Sonic players out there, or fans of Sonic, because I personally like Sonic. He's a good character. Albeit he's tricky to use, he's a good character. Really just depends on your playstyle, who you're facing, yeah. So, hope this helped. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time where I'll be doing, well, I'll also keep that a secret. Oh, how can I forget about his taunt? We all love it.